Hi everyone. Today we're going to practice the best exercise and progressions to strengthen your stomach, your arms, and your back, including your butt, also known as the powerhouse. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am Marlene Amato and I've been teaching Pilates for over 2 decades. I offer effective strategies to help you improve your fitness by exploring the essentials of more complex movement. Okay, here we go. Using a rolled up towel, place it across your back, just under your shoulder blades. Now I've started here with a gentle rotation. You can do whatever stretch you need. Interlace your fingers and place them at the base of your skull. Try to keep your elbows wide and your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale through the nose, and on the exhale, you're going to deflate your lungs to mobilize the ribs. Inhale as you go over the prop and extend the upper thoracic. And then on the exhale, push the air out of your mouth and notice the upper abdominals contracting. Try not to push your head forward like I'm doing here. We spend way too much time already with our heads forward and sheared. Instead, try to keep your shoulders down and support the weight of your head as you move from the upper abdominals. I'm pointing to my lower ribs here. So inhaling, and then as you exhale, follow the breath. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying some of these cues and if you're enjoying moving with me. So here we go. Once you've got that upper abdominal connection, then you can start reaching the arms forward in what looks like the 100 position. And basically here you're trying to curl yourself forward without the support of the head. So if your abdominals are strong enough, you should not feel neck tension. You're exhaling here to add a leg lift while supporting this upper thoracic flexion. Your towel acts as a prop to help support flexion, to help support your abdominals. But it's this support that's going to make you stronger for better crunches and stronger for more abdominal work. I've started with the leg lifts individually, and now we've progressed here to both legs reaching and just hovering. Use your hands to collect your legs and hold the weight of your legs with your upper body. And then only attempt to release the legs if you have enough strength in your abdominals and freedom in your neck. Perhaps you're wondering why the longer legs. Well, we're trying to activate the transverse abdominis, which is the deepest layer of the abdominal wall. And in order to do that, we want to keep the legs nice and long. So let's try it from the other end. Make sure you have your heels propped up. With your arms at your side, wrap your collarbones back and press your arms into the floor. Make sure to engage your abs or pull your ribs down so that your upper back is fully connected to the mat. Inhale to lower the leg, and then exhale to lift the leg. Inhale to lower, and then exhale to draw the ribs down as you lift. Now take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, curl yourself up. See if you can stay here in an upper abdominal flexion without the towel supporting your upper back. Keep the legs long and low as you inhale deeply through the nose, but especially exhaling to contract your abdominals to pick up that long, low leg. Breathe in to stretch the leg down. Breathe out to curl deeper without losing the upper thoracic flexion. Now, if you haven't practiced this upper ab curl before, you're probably feeling this in your neck. So take your hands behind your head, make sure you're holding the weight of your head, and then continue breathing, exhaling, to pick up the leg while keeping that upper ab curl. If you feel your neck, keep your hands behind your head. Otherwise, keep digging deeper and curling deeper as you continue to alternate the lifting of the legs until eventually you're able to lift both. Exhaling to contract the abdominals to lift the leg recruits the psoas, one of the deepest flexors in the spine. As you can feel, moving from these deeper abdominal muscles takes a little more attention, but the deep work results in improved posture and added back support. Stay with me, let's continue. With your hands interlaced at the base of your skull, so you're supporting your head, exhale to curl yourself up. Inhale to lower your upper body, and exhale to flex up. The legs are in tabletop. Now, if you're able to keep your upper ab flexion, inhale to lower the legs and exhale to pick them up. Inhale to lower and exhale to pick the legs up like you're doing a bicep curl with your stomach. And then from here, we're just going to go back to those legs long again, keeping that upper ab curl. Exhale to pull the knee into your throat. Exhale and then inhale. Keep your attention on the way you're moving from the center. If you're having trouble finding your center or even keeping your ribs down, go back to the rolled up towel. Remember, all props are temporary. If you're not progressing past the prop, you're not building strength. Now let's review. Okay, so the first part is curling up using the breath. If you're having trouble staying here without neck tension, grab that towel. The next part is seeing if you can keep that upper ab curl and then exhaling to hover the leg off the prop. Inhale to lower the leg and then exhale to curl forward as you bring the leg up. The traditional crunch reinforces a forward head posture, which does nothing to mobilize your ribs. These exercises are about thoracic mobility. If you don't have mobility in your upper spine, you will feel pain and stiffness in your neck. Get comfortable breathing and mobilizing your rib cage first. Go back to the start of the video. Then progress to arms at your side when your flexion improves. The breath is interconnected with the deepest muscles of the core, including the intercostals, which attach to the ribs, as well as the psoas, which attach from the ribs to the pelvis. Now stay tuned because the next component we will cover addresses another part of the powerhouse, the glutes. As you get stronger at connecting to your butt, it will also be easier to hover both legs off the ground. Okay, before we do our work addressing the glutes, let's stretch out the front of the hip. Very often with new students trying this work, the hip flexors tend to take over, which is what our default, for most people, what our default pattern is. So with the ball tucked under your hips, try and pull the knee as deeply as you can into your chest. And as you do that, you're extending the opposite leg. This is just a little stretch to release some of that tension in your hips. All right, friends, let's move on to the glute work. So with the ball between the knees or a prop of your choice, it could be a block, you are going to wrap those collarbones back. Of course, the knees are bent. You're going to wrap the collarbones back and press down through the hand without locking your elbows. That's right. Most people lock their elbows. How do you know if you lock your elbows? If you can't feel your triceps and you're pressing your arms down into the mat, chances are that you're locked in your elbow joint. Next, we're going to work on articulation. Developing mind-body connection is a main feature in Pilates. So if you have trouble sequencing through the spine, this is an opportunity to pause the video and practice just articulation. Next, press your heels into the ground. Simulate a scraping back of your heels. You should feel like your hips are opening or stretching as you dig your heels into the floor and try to energetically pull the mat under you. Keeping your triceps engaged, collarbones wide, inhale to lower your hips and exhale to press through the heels to lift. Now that we've been doing this with both legs, let's try transferring the weight into one leg. Inhaling to lower and exhaling to lift. See if we can do 5 on each side. Honestly, just breathe whenever you can. The goal is to stay out of your lower back. So if you find that you're getting into your lower back, reduce the range of motion and really dig that heel into the mat as you press up. Remember, you're trying to open up the front of the hip. Take a breath at the end and then exhale as you roll down, vertebra by vertebra. Okay, this is what we're building towards. We're going to press up through the hips and then transfer the weight into one leg as you lower and lift the other. The goal is to build back, butt, and stomach strength as you build flexibility in the moving leg. Try and keep your collarbones wrapped back. Keep feeling those triceps as you lift and lower the moving leg. And of course, your glutes should be strong enough here to support the movement so that you're stable as you do this. And then roll it down. All right, are you still with me? Well, what happens if some of you are feeling your lower back? Okay, well, let's go and try it and figure out that piece. Lying on your stomach, take a ball or rolled up towel behind your knee. Chances are, if you're feeling your lower back, your quads are really tight and your hip flexors are tight, and that is why you're going to have difficulty pressing your hips into the floor. What we're doing here with this example is simply trying to get you out of your back and into your glute. So putting all this together, when you bridge up, it's a pulling sensation of the heel as you extend the hip in order to stay out of your lower back. And that's going to help you recruit your glutes instead of your back. Okay. All right, now if you've used your butt properly, you're going to really enjoy this stretch. Taking one leg across the other, let's pull those knees into your chest. And yeah, let's move on to our final exercise here, the rollover. Okay, let's get up onto our prop. You're going to sit on top of a ball or a block with the legs raised up and your arms, collarbones wrapped back and your arms pressed down. I cannot exaggerate how important it is to focus on your triceps and back first, not the lifting off the ball. The goal is not to lift yet, but to feel how your back is connected to the arms and how the arms are connected to your abs. Inhale here on the ball and try exhaling for a powerful lift into the back and shoulders, which might result in you coming up off the ball. Try and stay off your neck for the first little while and just focus as much as you can on what it feels like to press into those triceps. And if you're not feeling your triceps, go back into the video and look at the previous exercise where I mention the locking of the elbow joint. See if you can work up to 10 in a row. And thank you so much for joining.